The task of the Joint Standing Committee on Intelligence is to oversee intelligence services, including the National Intelligence Agency, the Department of State Security, and the SABC Crime Intelligence Unit. It reviews budgets, operations, and policies. Intelligence analyst and author David Africa, who worked in crime intelligence in the 90s, says it's hard to monitor the workings of this committee.
Because of the sensitivity of the work of the intelligence services, the committee cannot be open like any other portfolio committee. So it does the work of a portfolio committee in secret. And that is critical. I mean, it's more critical than any other portfolio committee because you have an institution or institutions that works behind the veil. So you need a committee, obviously, that can, conduct proper oversight. We obviously don't know if they are conducting proper oversight because we are not privy to their workings and, their findings and so on. What we know is that despite the presence of such a committee, things seem not to have improved. Now, you can't blame the committee necessarily because obviously there are a whole range of factors that create that situation and that deficiency.
The state of crime intelligence has been central to the testimony given before the ad hoc committee dealing with the allegations made by Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi.
Crime intelligence has been unstable for as long as I can remember, maybe after the departure of General Mulangi Mpejo as acting divisional commissioner. It has been unstable ever since. So the issue is not necessarily the person, but the system, how we appoint even the people that are, given responsibilities.
Africa says organized crime is pervasive in this country and needs a crime intelligence institution that can get to the root of this.
One cannot apply the usual investigative methods, sort of detective investigations. You need to obtain intelligence about the functioning of these syndicates, when they are planning things, how they are working. And really the only kind of institution that's set up to do that level of sustained secret work, because it must be conducted in secret, is an intelligence institution, and therefore it's crime intelligence. So that's the one thing. The other thing is that crime intelligence is important because it fulfills a very important counterintelligence function in the police. In other words, it is meant to be the institution inside the police that investigates corruption, the infiltration of the police by criminal syndicates, the recruitment of police officers by foreign states.
Africa agrees that accountability to Parliament and the Joint Standing Committee on Intelligence is vital. But he says politicians who formulate legislation, policies and strategies need to do an introspection about the work they are doing.
The larger number of the MPs are engaged in theatre and they are not grappling seriously with the issues confronting the country as far as policing is concerned.
He says a proper national security strategy needs to be developed at a political level and institutions need to be strengthened. And while oversight and accountability are important, the system cannot be fixed without capability, which Africa says is lacking right now. Requests for a comment from the chairperson of the Joint Standing Committee on Intelligence, Sylvia Isaacs, were made on Wednesday. And at the time of broadcast, she had not responded. Abra Barbia, SABC News, Parliament.